And Porter shares this remembrance of Chuck Alderson down to his last day.
The man was impressive. He was a legend, and literally I'm proud to know him, and I'm glad that I did.
Chuck Alderson served in emergency medical services for nearly 52 years. The last 27 spent at Advanced Medical Transport in Peoria.
He had a lot of knowledge and passion for emergency medical services, and to stay in it that long, you have to have that passion.
Chuck died peacefully in his sleep Christmas night after battling cancer for a few years. But his commitment to emergency treatment never faded.
We always kind of joked around like, you know, Chuck, you're going to work and we're going to end up finding you, passed away in the front seat of an ambulance someday. And he's like, if that's the way I've got to go, then that's how I want to go.
He was a mentor to every person who walked through AMT's door, and most of them are now certified paramedics, firefighters, nurses, and doctors.
One thing you always got from Chuck right away was he was very educated, knowledgeable.
He was a wealth of knowledge, and he was very eager to share with everybody.
A lot of that passion and a lot of that knowledge he's instilled in younger paramedics that were learning how to do the skills.
I probably learned more from him just in talking and passing and going on calls than I think any book could have ever taught me.
He kind of really sort of was one of those very early ones that sort of had a little bit of an influence on my direction.
He was my best friend. 75-year-old man was my best friend for 6 months, and I don't regret any of the time that we had together as partners.
The other theme that seems to run throughout his life is he was never afraid to do what he needed to save a person's life.
He didn't care about who he stepped on in order to do the right thing for his patients.
I guide my treatment basically on whatever he would do. What would Chuck do? That's kind of what I think.
Alderson carried that stamina for emergency medical service down to his last day of work, Friday, December 22nd.
Know your craft and your passion and share it with the world. And I feel like Chuck embodied that statement.
In Peoria, I'm Madison Porter, 25 News.